All right, everybody, Junction City today. I'm here with my friend Gary, my friend Jerry. They're part of the SaddleUp band. And you guys have a Union Station's Music at the Rails concert coming up.
That's correct.
Yep.
When is that?
That's going to be January 10th, 7 to 9 at the Rails, that theater.
Yeah, the Browning Theater.
Browning Theater, yeah. That's going to be fun. Okay,
dumb question. What kind of music you play?
Oh, the best kind.
The best kind.
That's right. It's Southern gospel, bluegrass,
Western
fusion.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is a lot.
It'll take your breath away.
Yes, it takes our breath away just to say it.
Yeah, right? So, what instrument do you play and how long have you been playing, Gary?
Well, I play several different instruments. When I first got started with SaddleUp, I played rhythm guitar, and then we didn't have a bass player. So I moved over to bass guitar, and then Jerry, our music minister, decided to tell me that I was a lead guitar player. I tried to convince him that no, I'm not, and well, now I are one. So I play whatever's needed. Recently, I've been playing bass guitar for the most part.
I was going to say, you're probably the only person I ever heard of went from bass guitar to lead guitar.
Well, actually, during my career, I started out as rhythm guitar and then went to bass and then went to lead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the progression was like that. But yeah, now it's all gospel, Southern gospel praise music. We used to blend a little country in there with it, and finally one day, being Christians, the Lord said, "Excuse me, fellas, what kind of band are you?" And we said, "Well, we're a praise band." And He said, "Duh." And so we went, "Oh, okay, Lord, we'll stop with the country stuff." You know.
We hear you.
So, what instruments do you play, Jerry?
I play rhythm guitar and do some vocals and
a little bit of banjo.
A little bit of banjo that I'm picking up, and I try to herd this band of cats around to get them to come into focus to do one thing for all six of us.
I thought maybe you drove the bus when you said that. He
throws us under the bus.
Is that what you do?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll throw them under the bus in a heartbeat.
Well, at least you're honest about it and you'll tell them.
Oh yeah, they know what to expect. But January the 10th is going to be an awesome time. We did a concert here November 17th up in the Old Timers room, and that went over really well, just prior to Thanksgiving. And then we got this, I call them gigs, for January 10th, and it's just a wonderful time to get the word of gospel out in music form. Mm-hmm. So I look at it as we do 3-minute sermons
for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. And musicians, we're so shy and everything.
Yeah, well, me too.
Yes, in this business,
I'm terrified of people. Really?
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. I can tell you are there, Farrell. Yeah.
So what other kinds of bands have you been in? What other kind of music have you played?
Oh, when I was in high school, we started out. Of course, that was way back in the '70s, the early '70s, and it was all rock and roll. Uh-huh. And so and it was the hardest band to be in was a 3-piece. And most of the bands I was in was 3-piece bands. I don't know why, because they're the hardest. Because everybody's got to bring everything to the table.
Yeah, you can't blame them.
You got to sing. Everybody's got to sing. Everybody's got to play. Yeah, you can't blame everybody else for your mistakes. And so, but I played rock and roll for a while, and then found out that along the way there that the money was in country. Country was big. Alabama came along and put a lot of rock and roll in country. So I moved over to country and was making the money I was a weekend warrior. I was in the military. I was in the Air Force for 21 years and played music about every weekend of that 21 years. And I became a Christian in 1997, and the Lord kind of told me, you need to, like Moses, you need to lay that staff down. So I did, and I didn't pick it back up for about anywhere from 10 to 14 years. Mm-hmm. And then finally got with this mutt over here. And
you're so polite to one another.
Oh, we love each other. Yeah, we do, really.
We're brothers.
But got with Jerry, and then the Wasatch Cowboy Church, who we're connected to, been going now, about 7 years?
Yeah,
I think we're going on 7 years. And so we started this out, the pastor started it out as a Bible study in his house. Mm-hmm. And of course it outgrew that. So they decided, we'll rent the log cabin over at Fort Buenaventura.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you know the log cabin there?
Yeah.
Well, that little place is heated by propane. And
it's
we were
full.
such a poor little church that when wintertime came along, we couldn't afford to fill up that tank, and it ran out. And have you ever seen anybody play music where you can see your breath?
Yeah, I imagine your fingers get a little cold, wouldn't they?
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
yeah.
And, but anyway, we did that, and then we outgrew that. And this is the curse, we call it.
Yeah.
It's a blessed curse. We outgrew that, and we moved to the bottom of the American Legion in Clearfield. And that was a hoot. Everybody upstairs watching ball games in the middle of a prayer, we'd say amen, and you'd hear a ruckus upstairs. Yeah!
We
thought,
on the
okay.
floor with cue sticks.
Yeah, they're all on board with the Lord. But anyway, and now we've graduated from that. We're in a dance studio in Hooper, the Image Dance Studio. And but God has blessed us with some money we bought some land. And we're jumping through all the flaming hoops to get the building permit. We've had a benefactor that's going to buy us a metal building.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so we're in the final stages of getting the document reviews with the city and all this. And so actually, we're not charging anything when we go out and do these concerts, but we do appreciate what you call a love offering or donations, that helps. It goes straight to our building fund, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. Plus, it gives us a chance, since we're so shy. Did I mention that?
I picked up on that.
Yeah, that we get to preach for 3 minutes at a time.
Yeah, each one of us. Yeah, it's great. But I more or less paralleled his musical career in my past with country music and being in the Air Force for 20 years. And the last 10 years I was there. I was in a band while I was in England called Speedwagon Country Music. And then,
Not REO, though.
No,
just Speedwagon.
Yeah. Luckily we were in England, so we didn't worry about copyright.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
And then when we got stationed in Clovis, New Mexico, there was a band there, and then I retired, and then I was a lost soul for a long time until I got in with the Wasatch Cowboy Church, and they needed some music, and here I am.
There you go, huh?
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested in finding out about your music or your church, or, maybe like to come down and see what it's all about, you guys have got a website or a phone number?
We just now got a website up and running. I'm hoping I get the...
I'm putting you on the spot here. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's not the first time. But it's saddleupband.org. O-R-G.
I'm surprised you could remember that.
Me too.
He suffers from OGB,
Big
old
time.
guy brain.
Yeah. How do you remember songs?
We've got them written down.
We have these cheat
Okay.
sheets. They're called tablets.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's another thing. Back in the day, if you're going to do a 4-hour gig, you had to learn 60 songs by heart.
Yeah.
And so now we cheat. We just put the sheet music on there and we go from there.
That's why I can never be in a band. I barely know 60 words. Let's alone 60 songs.
Well.
Us too. But SaddleUp is more than just Jerry and I. It's a 6-member
Yeah.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, we have 2 young ladies, and we actually have another lead guitar player, and we have a guy that plays almost an instrument. It's a ukulele.
Almost an instrument.
I tease him about it all the time. Yeah, but and the harmonies are fantastic, and a lot of hard work goes into this. But I'd like to brag on the other members. They really make SaddleUp what it is.
They have evolved SaddleUp to just a really great sounding band with the harmonies like Gary mentioned, and the 2 female leads. They sing lead also, and also sing backup, and it's just an awesome thing to hear.
This is going to be a hoot. I mean, you've heard of hootenannies. This is going to be a hymn-a-nanny.
Hymn-a-nanny.
A hymn-a-nanny.
Very good. So January 10th,
Yeah.
January
Union
10th.
Station, Saddle Up,
in the rails.
Yeah, music at the rails. So
7 to 9.
yeah, 7 to 9, be there. Hey, you know what's good about the whole, not just their music, but the whole music at the rails is something you can bring the whole family to. You can bring the kids,
That's
and
right.
you
Yes.
can, you know, because my kids really enjoy live music, but short of being at a bar or something where they can't go,
Right.
you know, and it would just be nice for families to come down and see what live music's about, because I don't think kids nowadays really appreciate live music anymore. They like whatever they
No,
can
they
get
don't
on
get a chance to see it
computer.
like you
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
iPads and him pads and her pads.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I think it's awesome. Sometimes when we're doing sound check, we set up and we'll do a sound check, and all of a sudden at the door over there, you'll see little kids that are with their parents, and they'll break away from their parents and they'll come stand in the doorway, and they have this
Yeah.
look like, "What's going on?"
One of those magical things in your hand. What are those?
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's old guys playing music. Okay.
So just to wrap
Speak
it
for
up,
yourself.
7 to 10, January 10th, Saddle Up, Music at the Rails down here at Union Station. Make sure you come down and check it out. It'll be a good time for sure.
It
Hey
will.
guys, thanks so much for coming and talking to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes,
Farrell.
you're welcome.